Welcome to Generating Random Values with Math.random and Math.floor, an autism-friendly coding tutorial. In this video, we're going to build a simple dice roll app using JavaScript inside a Next.js project. We'll look at how Math.random works, how Math.floor helps us turn that into whole numbers, and how a little bit of math lets us simulate something real, like rolling a six-sided die. Just a quick note up front. Math.random is great for things like games, simulations, and UI behavior, but it's not meant for cryptographic uses like key generation. I cover secure random numbers in another video. In the next slide, we'll demo the finished app so you can see exactly what we're building. Then we'll break down how it works step by step. This is the finished app we're going to build together. When I click the button, it simulates rolling a six-sided die and displays the result on the page. Every click generates a new value, just like a real dice roll. By the end of the video, your app will do exactly this. Now let's take a look at the JavaScript that makes this work. Let's start with Math.random. Math.random returns a decimal number between 0 and 1. It can return 0, but it will never return 1. On its own, this gives us a very small decimal, which isn't always useful by itself, but it becomes useful once we scale it. In this app, we multiply the result by 6. That changes the range from 0 to 1 into 0 to 6, still as a decimal. So Math.random is where the randomness comes from. It gives us unpredictable values that we can then shape into something meaningful. Next, let's look at Math.floor. Math.floor takes a number with decimals and rounds it down to the nearest whole number. For example, 3.9 becomes 3, and 3.1 also becomes 3. It always rounds down. This is important because Math.random gives us decimal values, but a dice roll needs whole numbers. In this app, Math.floor is what turns our scaled random decimal into something we can actually use as a dice roll. Now let's look at the code that ties this together. To roll the six-sided die, we start with Math.random to generate a random decimal. We multiply by 6 to scale it to the size of a die. We use Math.floor to remove the decimal and get a whole number. And then we add 1 so the final result is between 1 and 6. Each time the button is clicked, our dice rolling function runs again and updates the value on the page. At this point, you don't need to memorize the math. The important part is recognizing the pattern and knowing how to reuse it when you need simple, non-secure randomness. Congratulations! You just built a simple dice roll app using JavaScript and Next.js. You used Math.random to generate unpredictable values, Math.floor to turn those into whole numbers, and a small amount of math to shape the result into something meaningful. This same pattern shows up all over programming, in games, simulations, and interactive interfaces. Nice work! Thanks for watching. If this kind of direct autism-friendly tutorial is helpful, subscribing is a great way to find your way back here. And if you'd like to support this channel, I have a Patreon store where I sell tools and resources designed for neurodivergent coders. Things that support focus, clarity, and steady progress. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching, and let's keep learning and growing together.